Hello, it's Julia again, and today I'm giving you 2 for 1. I'm going to use these fun cocktail stamps, masking paper, lots of ink and a hero on a blended evening sky. I'm creating for my aunt, and I can't draw lifelike, so I draw the people I love the way I see them in my mind, and a superhero aunt is what I see when I think of her. I stamp the cocktail stamps on masking paper and start cutting them out, a tedious task that demands a lot of swearing. I'll spare you the cutting and speed forward to the stamping. I'm stamping my first cocktail on watercolor paper in archival black ink that will hold through a lot of water and ink. Then I want a mask for my cocktail, and the swearing starts up again when I'm trying to peel off the back paper. I'll spare you that too, and fast forward to me putting down my first mask. I'll stamp my second cocktail over the corner of the previous and mask that cocktail too, using my bone folder to make sure the mask stay put. I'll do the same for 2 more cocktails until they're all stamped and masked. Now we're going to make a small rainbow with Distress Oxide inks, starting with scattered straw, carved pumpkin, picked raspberries, salty ocean and wilted violet. I ink up my trusty blending tool and start on the mask, blending with a light hand, before I continue with the next color, and now and again I go back to the previous color for a smooth, creamy blend. I work my way through all my colors with a light hand. I want the cocktails to have a glow around them rather than blocks of color. Apologies for the stencil hanging in camera view. The best part of masking comes when I get to remove the masks and the cocktails shine white in that cloud of rainbow colors. I like it simple, but I do want to add some dimensions later. My cocktails need a frame. But before that, I want you to see my test stamping of one of the cocktails. It will come in handy to build some dimension, and luckily I painted my test run with the same Distress Oxides as the ones I blended with. I smoosh 3 colors down on my plastic sheet, spray water, and paint the cocktail with a small brush. I paint my cocktail in layers to make the color more intense, and then I bring in Distress Ink Fire Brick for the cherry and Mermaid Lagoon for the umbrella and the garnish. And now I have a colored piece to cut out and add to my other cocktails. I also must have a light-hearted quote, and chose this one. People who wonder if the glass is half empty or half full miss the point. The glass is refillable. Now I only have to glue the cocktail and the quote down and frame it all. I chose to draw a simple black, bubbly, whimsical frame around and glue down the finishing pieces. And now the first part of this video and present is completed. But this video is a 2-for-1, so stay with me a little while longer. There's more to come. I made the tag of watercolor paper with an eyelet for a ribbon. I start with punching a circle from the masking paper. It's going to be my sunset over those houses. I put down my circle of masking paper, peeking over those houses, and then I take some post-it tape and mask off half the sun and where I want the houses to be. Now I'm picking out all the Distress Oxide colors that will make a beautiful night sky / sunset for my superhero arm to fly over. Starting with scattered straw again, I blend over the sun mask to achieve a glow around the sun. Then I go in with carved pumpkin, followed by picked raspberries, wilted violet and chipped sapphire, going over each color several times for a smooth blended sky. While blending to keep my fingers clean and the tag without fingerprints, I use a piece of post-it tape. Distress oxides are water reactive, so to give my sky some dimension, I put some clean water in my hand and sprinkle it over my tag. When drying with a kitchen roll, you can see where my droplets hit the paper and reacting with the inks. But I can't stop there. I put some clean water on my worksheet and mix in a small scoop of perfect pearls. I use a brush to sprinkle the pearlescent water, and when the droplets meet my tag, I have a light shimmer on my sky. To frame this sunset tag, I use black soot and blend from the top of the tag and make sure I also rub black soot all over the edges of the tag. We're at the point of unmasking again. It's always the best part. When I've unmasked the tag, I take some carved pumpkin and put it right in the middle of the sun, followed by some scattered straw for a glowing sunset. I'm trying to find the perfect place for my drawings. Houses, a cat I know she misses, My superhero aunt and a cupcake reminding her of her pastry chef days. Today she's a doctor in economics with a family. That's a superhero if you ask me. I glue down all the pieces, and if you look carefully, you will see me pulling her leg off at the boot. But no worries, it won't show when it's all done. Lastly, I coat both pieces with a fixative, and now I'm finished with the presents for my aunt. Thank you all for hanging in there while I create, and I hope you pop by soon again, or consider subscribing to my channel Artsy Not Fartsy. Goodbye for now.